Hi, Brock Anderson here, Hang Loose Outdoors. Your weekly fishing tip for this week. Today is April 13th, 2016. Last week's tip covered some line as it pertains to walleye fishing and how I use monofilament or braided line in different walleye presentations. If I'm jigging, rigging, pulling cranks, pulling crawler harnesses, spinner harnesses. This week's tip, I'm just going to stay on the line topic, and I'm going to tell you about the importance of putting monofilament backing on your spool before you put braid on there. If you would hook braid to pretty much this reel right here, which is just a lower class Shimano, it's a Sonora. If you just put that braid on there, that braid would slip on that spool when you went to set the hook, or if you caught a big fish. So here I just have about 20 wraps. This is just the old mono that was on here. About 20-30 wraps of mono on there, and I'm going to hook the braided line to the end of the tag line here with a double uni knot, and then I can spool that on. What that mono does is it just creates a backing, doesn't allow that braid to slip on that spool. The last 5 years when I buy a reel, it's pretty much a Fluger nowadays. This is a Fluger President. For a $50 reel, this is fabulous. It's got 10 ball bearings, and it's just the smoothest reel for $50 that I've pretty much found. So I run these on my newer rods. I bought 2 of them just the other day. These 2 are going to go on a couple of my JT custom rods that are going to be here next week. This particular spool on the President is already braided ready. It has these rubber insets in the spool, and what that does is it grasps that braided line and doesn't allow it to slip, just like, you know, mono backing on the spool there. So that's just that's this week's tip. If it doesn't have those insets, or if it isn't braided ready, leave 20-30 wraps of mono on there, or more. I mean, you could put a quarter of that spool, and then you have to use, you don't have to use as much braid, and attach that with like a double uni knot or any knot of your choice, and then that braid won't slip on that spool. So that's this week's tip. I hope that helps you get ready for the Minnesota fishing opener, which is May 14th. Tomorrow morning, me and the Hang Loose boys are heading up to the river for the last day of the walleye season up there. Hopefully put some big super tanker walleyes in the Lund boat on the Rainy River. So stay tuned to our Facebook page or our website for a report tomorrow, or follow our YouTube channel for next week's fishing tip. So have a good one. Weather's warming up and open water's here, so thank you much.